Okay, Megovanan everyone. Welcome back to another trailer reaction. This one is a bit more of an indie kind of film. Firstly, I have to give a shout out, a great, big, huge shout out to my great, now longtime friend, Ayuna Kajit. She turned my attention to a show called Welcome to the Shadow Zone, and there's a character in there named Onyx. And this show, I think there's only about like 8, maybe only 8, but could be 8 to 10 episodes. And each one is not very long, really. It's like anywhere from like 7, 8 minutes to maybe even up to 12 minutes or so. And it's basically, oop, 1 second. Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry about that. It's basically this guy who lives in his mom's basement, and he's kind of a grown man, and he puts on this kind of show where he basically discusses nerdy things from like movies or interviewing famous people. I believe it's been a while since I've seen it, but I think one of the people were Barbara Crampton, whom I know from The Beyond, Castle Freak. Was she in The Reanimator? I think The Reanimator as well. But she's a horror icon. And basically, there would be this guy named I can't remember his name, but he's like the boyfriend of his mother, and he comes down there, and they have to share the basement. And I believe even he lives down there, or at least he works out down there. And they're always fighting, and usually Onyx always has this this woman with him, and they interact and stuff. And it's a really funny show. And if you're into things like MST3K or the Guild, please do check out Welcome to the Shadow Zone. Well, apparently, and Onyx is also this aspiring musician. He has like a heavy metal a band. He's a part of it, and I believe he is the vocalist. And so he's trying to become famous, through that, and he even plugs his band. And I think, yeah, I believe this one. I remember him talking about like promoting something other than that. And as I said, I seen it only one time, that show, and now it's been a while, and sometimes it takes a couple times for me to see something for it to stick, and that's just me, I guess my problem sometimes with remembering certain things. But I believe this is something that he talked about potentially on the show. I do remember him plugging his band a lot, though. So let's go check this out, okay? And again, thank you for bringing this to my attention, everyone's attention, on her channel, Ayuna Kajit. I'm going to leave a link down below. You can click on her name and you can go to her channel. Please check her out. She is one of the absolute grandest Let's Players, in my personal opinion. And I personally, I feel as if I watch what I consider to be the finest of Let's Players and streamers, and she is among the absolute best, I feel. She does old school RPGs like Daggerfall, Morrowind, or she started off with Arena, and she's slowly working her way up, the Elder Scrolls titles, and currently is on Oblivion, playing that on the highest setting. I've fallen behind. I used to be able to watch a handful of people religiously, but now I try to catch them whenever I can, and I try to go back and watch the older episodes that I've missed. But do check Ayuna Kajit out. Give her a sub. She deserves a crap ton more subscribers, please. She's really that great. Okay, so thank you, and thank you for also your continued support on my Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and to everyone who's supported me, or whether it was like a one-time thing or a continued support. I thank you guys all the same, you know, equally. So thank you. So let's go check this out. Bloody disgusting. Okay, I've heard of that.
Marcus Trilberry can't catch a break.
Order up, number 46.
At his work, he gets no respect.
What, Marcus?
I was just wondering if you got my new name tag in yet? Because this says Marquay Dickberry.
At his home, he gets no love.
I could understand if your father were still in the house, but this is Tom, your stepfather, and my lover.
And with his friends,
The mother.
he doesn't have any. But all he needs is a chance.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations.
I've been invited to Bartok's mansion to take part in a once-in-a-lifetime ritual in which he, along with 5 of his most loyal followers, will attempt to raise the spirit of the ancient demon, Abaddon.
You're not going anywhere until you scoop that litter box.
Now he's off on an adventure.
Is the ritual going to work?
Already I can tell. I'm gonna love this.
All 5 are present. The Queen, the Viking,
Almost like a
Oh,
Harry
no.
Potter
the Witch,
kind of thing going
And
on
you.
here.
are the Virgin.
What the
When it's the end of the world, a new hero must rise.
Patty Slinger?
When in doubt, skewer it out.
In the grimoire,
Oh, I love
after
it.
the ritual of Abaddon, there was a warning. Beware the prophecy of Fortuitous One.
What?
Fruit.
What?
Marcus Trilberry and the
I'd really love it if you called me
Fortuitous.
Onyx the Fortuitous.
Onyx the Fortuitous and the Talisman of Souls.
Fantastic.
Oh, hey.
So this is
What are
in
y'all doing in here?
theaters or just for stream? What did it say? Okay, look at this. We have Jeffrey Combs in here as Bartok the Great. I didn't recognize him in there, but again, maybe I have to, you know, see it again. That's a special appearance by Barbara Crampton. I'm sure maybe some of these other people might be famous, or they might be from the Welcome to the Shadow Zone. But does it say when? Oh, you know what? I think Screenbox. Okay, this is on Screenbox. It's like a streaming thing like Netflix, but exclusively for horror. This is one I would absolutely love to own on Blue. Please, guys, support this. I love how, like right here, they have kind of like poking fun at Harry Potter, if I can find that. And the grimoire, you know, it's always has to, you know,
Fortuitous One.
What?
always
What?
has to
Marcus Trilberry
have a grimoire.
and the
I'd really
right?
love it if you called.
All 5 are
Yeah, see, it's like a Harry Potter, you know, kind of vibe going on with that. I love it. Also, it just kind of reminds me when he arrives.
In a lifetime
Here.
ritual in which he, along with 5 of his most loyal
Yeah, right
followers,
here.
will
It's
attempt
like
to raise the
one
spirit
of
of the
those-
ancient demon to take part. I've been invited.
One of those, whodunit.
The ancient demon. Loyal, his most loyal followers.
See, God, what the hell?
Take part in a once-in-a-lifetime ritual in which he, along with 5
Mansion. Yeah, see, it's
of
like
his most loyal.
there is a quest in Oblivion. I can't remember the name of it, but it is a Dark Brotherhood one, and it takes place in Skingrad. And Aina might even recall this quest if she did the Brotherhood quest line, or has done it in the past. And it might have been called like Who Done It. I don't know. It had Who Done It in the in the title of the quest, but basically you attend this party, and someone among the party members is a killer, like an assassin or something. It's just slowly, one by one, killing off the guests, and it's up to you to determine who done it. You know, who's doing it. Almost like a Perot type of thing. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but Perot, played by I know he's from like back in the day, but also for you know the newer generation, played by Kenneth Branagh, I think is how you pronounce that. But kind of like that, you know, he must discover the murderer, and that's what just this setup reminds me of. But I think there's, of course, going to be a bit more to it. It takes every kind of
You're not going anywhere until you scoop that litter
stereotypical
box.
horror trope from like maybe like Evil Dead with a grimoire, almost like a Necronomicon kind of thing, a whodunit type thing from a film noir, Harry Potter. I love that. Oh, maybe here's where we can spot. Wait a minute. You know what? Is this? This is Jeffrey Combs, I believe. That has to be Jeffrey Combs. I think that's him. Yeah. I believe that's Jeffrey Combs. He's just much older now.
Off I'm in prison.
Is off on an adventure.
Yeah, that has to be Jeffrey Combs. Yeah, look at him now. But you know, of course, there's makeup. When I think Jeffrey Combs, I still envision him as, you know, the young man that he was in things like The Reanimator, or if you've ever watched DS9, which is Star Trek DS9, he was Wei Yuan in that one, and he was a worshipper of the changelings. You see what I mean? His kind worship, you know, the changeling, thinking they are like a god or something. But anyways, again, thank you, Aina. Please head on over to her channel. This looks absolutely fantastic. So anything these guys do, I want to support them. Check out Welcome to the Shadow Zone if you have not seen it or are not aware of it. Again, if you're into the guild, the Gamers Darkness Rising, which I have. I don't want to grab it. Next time, one day when I grab them, because if I was to take them off the shelf here, everything will topple over, and that's not going to be good with my OCD, right? But the Gamers by Dead Gentleman Production, the MST3K, it's somewhere along those lines. Elvira, it has like Elvira type cheesy, corny humor as well. So if you like that, you're going to enjoy, you know, Welcome to the Shadow Zone and something like this. All right, so that is it. Hope you all enjoyed, and see you.